Let us now study various cases of speed time or velocity time graph. Remember one thing, that speed being a scalar quantity, it cannot be negative. That means whenever I am plotting speed time graph, that graph can never be below this time axis because the speed becomes negative. But velocity being a vector quantity can be negative, 0 as well as positive. So velocity time graph can be below the time axis. If the velocity time graph is below the time axis, that means velocity is negative, and negative velocity means opposite direction. So this is possible only for velocity time graph. Speed time graph cannot be below the time axis because speed becomes negative, which is not possible. If I talk about first case of speed time or velocity time graph, so let's say I have a graph where this horizontal lies on the time axis. This horizontal graph, I'm talking about graph 1, which lies along the time axis. So what is the characteristics of speed time or velocity time graph? That if I get the slope, I get the acceleration. If I talk about graph 1, which is horizontal, what is the slope of this graph? 0, because for horizontal line, slope is 0. If slope is 0, definitely acceleration is 0. Acceleration 0 now. But this graph, if I talk about graph 1, it is intersecting the speed at which value? Come on, tell me. 0. This graph 1 intersects the speed or velocity axis at value 0. That means speed or velocity is 0. This is very important, very important. In fact, if I have a graph, horizontal graph, passing through the time axis or passing through origin, okay, then you have to say that acceleration for that graph will be 0, as well as speed or velocity will be 0. That means body is at rest. So the graph 1 indicates speed or velocity 0, that means body is at rest. If I talk about graph 2, so it is again horizontal but cuts the speed or velocity at positive value. Let's take it plus v. It is just a value which is positive. If I talk about graph 2, the slope is 0, right? That means for graph 2 being horizontal, slope 0, that means acceleration will also be 0, right? But here graph 2 doesn't intersect at 0 value, it intersects some positive value. So here velocity will be constant, or you can say for graph 2 speed will be constant, which is positive. That indicates uniform speed or uniform velocity, that means uniform motion. So graph 2 here indicates, come on tell me, uniform speed, as well as, come on tell me, uniform velocity. You can call this graph as uniform motion. So here if we have a horizontal line in speed time or velocity time graph intersecting the positive value, that indicates uniform motion, uniform velocity, as well as uniform speed. But if I talk about graph 3, can I say it is below the origin and it cuts the axis at some negative value? Let's take it minus v. And I have already explained you that speed can never be negative because it is a scalar quantity. So remember, this graph is possible only for velocity. Remember, it is possible only for velocity. Again, if I talk about for graph 3, the slope is 0 because it is horizontal. So the acceleration will be 0, right? That means when acceleration 0, that indicates velocity is constant, right? Acceleration 0, velocity constant, because acceleration is nothing but change in velocity. So if acceleration 0, velocity or speed has to be constant, but here it cuts the graph at negative value. So I said velocity is constant but negative. And what do you mean by negative velocity? That means direction is opposite, right? And here it is uniform velocity and it also represents uniform motion. So graph 3 also represents uniform motion. Remember, graph 3 also represents uniform motion, but it is a negative value. Now if I tell you second case of speed time or velocity time graph, so I have a straight line which is inclined to time axis. Again, for a straight line, can I say slope remains constant? And if the angle made by line is acute, then slope is positive. So if I talk about these two graphs, okay, Now graph 1 starts from origin. Again it has a specific meaning. Graph 1 starts from origin. You can say that graph 1 starts from rest. So if a body is starting from rest, the speed time or velocity time graph, remember, starts from the origin. Very important. So graph 1 indicates that body starts from rest. So what does graph 2 indicate? Graph 2 indicates that body has initially some non-zero speed. You can say that whenever you observe a car, suppose car is initially at rest, and from your observation the car is starting its motion, then it is represented by graph 1 because initially the car is at rest. And when you look at the car which is already in motion, then definitely it is having some speed, that is represented by graph 2. Very important, which indicates it has whenever the time started, whenever the observation started, the graph 2 all indicates that car was already having some speed or velocity. I will draw a graph 3 for you also. Again has a specific meaning. Let's say if I talk about graph 3. If I talk about graph 3, what do you mean by graph 3? That for a certain interval of time, very important, for a certain interval of time, the body was at rest and it started at a time t. Are you getting me? That means when you start observing a car, the car was rest for certain time. That means this graph indicates that body is initially at rest and will remain rest for a certain interval of time, and after that its motion start. So very important, all this graph first 2 and 3. Again I will tell you, graph 1 indicates body starts from rest, graph 2 indicates body starts with some non-zero speed, graph 3 indicates that what does indicates body is at rest till t, till time t, and start its motion, and you can say start its, you can understand the statement I have written, start its motion at time t, right? Start its motion at time t. But if I talk about the characteristics of the graph, I know that the slope of speed time or velocity time graph indicates acceleration. So definitely all this graph being a straight line, I can say slope is constant. Slope is constant, that means acceleration is constant. And also tell me what is the angle made by this graph. Are this angle acute or obtuse? These angles are acute, so the slope will be constant and positive. So acceleration will be constant and positive. That means you can say if acceleration is constant and positive, it represents uniform acceleration. Very important again. So if I have a speed time graph or a velocity time graph with an inclined straight line, that indicates uniform acceleration. So this motion is nothing but accelerated motion, because here speed or velocity is changing with respect to time, and that change in speed or velocity is constant. So when change in speed or velocity is constant, so acceleration is constant, and accelerated motion is also called as non-uniform motion. Right? You can note down this graph, and if on the same graph, if I draw some another line, let's say if I draw a line like this which is inclined, so again it will have some meaning. Let's say if I am drawing till here only, I will explain it later. If I talk about this graph, I am talking about graph 3. Is this graph a straight line? Yes. So slope will be constant. Is the angle acute or obtuse? Come on, tell me. The angle is obtuse. So slope will be constant and negative. So if slope is constant and negative, so acceleration will be constant as well as negative. So it indicates, come on, tell me, it indicates uniform retardation. Uniform retardation is also an acceleration, but here the speed is decreasing or velocity is decreasing with the time at a uniform rate. So this indicates uniform retardation. So this is uniform acceleration and this is uniform retardation. It is again called as accelerated motion, or you can call it as a non-uniform motion, because when the speed remains constant, the motion or the velocity remains constant, then only the motion is uniform. If velocity changes, then the motion becomes accelerated or non-uniform motion. So remember, if a graph is a straight line with acute angle, that indicates uniform acceleration. You can talk about a freely falling body downward. If the graph is a straight line with obtuse angle, it indicates uniform retardation when you throw a body vertically upward. So if I give you another cases, let's talk about